I just have to say, I've been catching up on Game Master's Journey, and I am getting a lot of shout-outs on that show.
I've
been mentioned in the last 3 episodes.
Have you? I don't even realize. Yeah. Well, I talk about these games a lot, so yeah.
You haven't had somebody write in, and they claim they missed Yorick.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I had someone giving me a hard time because I killed Yorick, and I was like, I did not kill Yorick. The dice killed Yorick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess for those of you that didn't listen to that, I was saying that if I would have been rolling like where you guys couldn't see what I rolled, I probably would have pulled some kind of hijinks to not have everybody die. But when the rolls are public, I can't really do that without anyone knowing anyway. But in a way, it's kind of freeing because now it's just like, you know, now I don't have to make that decision of, oh, am I going to fudge this or not? It's just like that happened.
Yeah. Let the dice lie where they may.
Yeah.
We're in so much better shape now because we went from a party that had basically no support characters to a party that's just about all support characters except Mask. Mask is just like, but I mean, the stuff I chose was all about granting other players an attack or a retreat or something. Clerics are always support. Paladins are typically support with the lay on hands. I think we're a much stronger party than all.
Oh yeah, guys. I think you guys are going to be really hard to kill. And
I take that as a challenge.
I was listening to I was listening to a podcast this week about like character deaths, and they were talking about how I guess basically once you get 3rd level spells in 5th edition, it's, you know, it's like death isn't even a thing anymore because you have some kind of resurrection available, and there's not even really a penalty. Like it used to be in earlier editions, you might lose a level or something like that, but now it's like as soon as you take a long rest, you're fine. So it's like, you know, you got to survive to like 5th level and then you're okay.
Yeah.
Of course, your cleric also has to actually prepare.
Right. Yeah, and that one you have like what, a minute to cast it. So
which this cleric hasn't.
Nor would he really, right?
I mean, he'd have to like really think about the pros and cons of you know, depriving you of the benefits of death. I mean, he'd be willing to do it, but he'd have to have that talk first. You know, you'd have to almost sign like a waiver, like I agree to let you bring me back from Hades.
Well, one thing that might help you with that, Steve, is when you resurrect someone, they have to be willing.
Okay.
So if they don't want to come back, they can just not come back.
The thing Mahmoud's learned is that not everybody is as enlightened as he is.
This is true. Sometimes you have to save them from themselves.
Yeah, like they might not even realize what a great gift they've been given.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. Before we get like really into it, I want to try something new with initiative. Because I don't know. I've noticed this for a long time, but like initiative, well, first of all, it just kind of like takes a while, and it kind of like, you know, you've got something going and monsters are attacking, and then we all stop and roll initiative. Yep. And it also kind of, I think, triggers that whole like, now we're not role playing anymore. We're just rolling dice. So
100%, you go into a total different mind space once that initiative is rolled. Yep.
So my idea to try to avoid that is we're going to roll initiative now, and then I will just save that. And then when there's a combat, we have it. And then at the end of that combat, we'll roll again for the next thing. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And if I remember to do it, I think it'll work.
Gotta click on my token.
I forgot to click.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Look at these. Oh man.
Oh, whoa. Come now. We're really enthusiastic about your plan. Like, I really like it. Pumped.
Oh, let me get Nathan off of here.
Yeah.
Bye, Nathan.
I don't even know the name of his character.
Yeah, me neither.
Now, I wonder if there's a way I can put my first monster on here without you guys seeing it. I think since it's on the GM layer, you won't see it. Who wants to go first between Mahmoud and Idunn? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Idunn wants to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
So let me try.
Just gonna be hanging out.
I'm gonna do something that won't be like a huge reveal if you guys can see this. Let's see.
Yeah, but I was thinking, boy, Yorick really.
Oh yeah,
that was a really solid character concept. That might be the coolest character concept I ever came up with.
I liked all those characters. Like I was sad when those characters died because like there are so many fun things to play with, like Yorick's demon father and
there was a lot of potential there.
Azrael's celestial parent.
But remember, Azrael didn't actually die, so you can bring her back as an NPC.
I could
at some point if you so chose.
Slarg could bring Yorick back, right? Kick his little ass out of the underworld.
I guess you fed up with.
Yeah, I'm just sick of this.
Yorick's too sick even for Slarg's underworld.
It's just stinking up hell.
So do you guys see a monster on the turn thing right now?
Theraval mask tree snap. No, I don't see it.
Awesome.
Say the same because you're a half-orc.
Awesome. So this is working. And now the final test, can I close it and bring it back and will it still be there? Yes!
Yay.
It worked! Oh, this is great. This is going to work, I think.
I get too excited.
Of course, now anybody watching the stream knows what you guys are going to fight first because they saw me do that.
So what you're going to have to do then is you're going to have to basically just call out for, at the beginning, obviously at a certain point we're going to realize it's combat.
Right.
But at the beginning you're going to have to have that up. I don't know if you do, and just tell which one of us to go, right?
I think as soon as I bring it up, it'll show up on your guys' screen. So I just brought it up. Did it come back up?
Yeah.
And what I actually did is I actually rolled initiative for all the creatures already, and I have like a list. So I don't have to roll either. So I can just put it in there.
Well, you are getting crafty,
I try. So I thought it might come up since everybody's getting horses now, the whole mounted combat thing. So I looked it up and I was so happy. It's so simple.
It's pretty good.
I'm used to Pathfinder where it's like first thing in combat, everybody has to scramble and get off their horse because if you're actually on your horse in combat, you're screwed unless you have like certain feats or whatever.
Yeah.
So the way it works is really simple. Mounting or dismounting a horse or whatever takes half of your movement. If you're mounted, you have two choices. Either the mount can act on its own or you can control it. If it's something intelligent, like say a dragon, then it always acts on its own. If it acts on its own, then it uses its own initiative and I decide what it does and everything. If you control it, it acts on your turn and it can act right away, even if maybe it already acted or something. The only actions it can take are, where is it?
Move, right?
Yeah, it's like, where is it? I wrote it down here. Wait. Oh, here we go. Dash, disengage, or dodge. So it can't attack or anything like that. The only other things is if something happens to your horse while you're on it that forces it to move against its will, like it gets thrown or something, then you have to make a DC 10 dex save to like stay in the saddle. And if you fail, then you fall and you're prone.
Can we assume that an animal handling skill would apply to that? Like your proficiency if you had animal handling, which is technically a wisdom skill. But it seems like something that would be totally...
Yeah, that could be a cool house rule.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know how you feel about that using...
Well, I don't... Is there like is there a writing skill? Because it used to be those were two separate things.
No.
Yeah, I think we'll just do the save because I think animal handling is more like training it and commanding it and stuff like that. And And then if you're knocked prone while you're mounted, you make that same save. If your mount is knocked prone, then you can use your reaction to dismount, and then you're fine. If you can't do that, like you don't have a reaction, then you fall with the horse and you are prone in a space within 5 feet of it. And then the only other thing is if your mount provokes an attack of opportunity, the person attacking can attack you or your mount. They get to choose. So that's it. That's like that's literally all the rules for mounted combat.
All right. That's reasonably like tight.
Yeah, and there's no like it doesn't say anything about like having to make a roll to an attack or something like that. So I'm going to assume that your horses are not like war horses, so they're not trained to be ridden in battle. So I may just as a DM do something like, oh, your horse gets scared and runs away. But other than something like that, like, you know, you're not going to really have difficulties or anything if you're on a horse.
So we all bought horses?
Well, you're being provided them by the guild.
Are they going to provide somebody to watch the horses too?
No, but they will give you probably, I'm guessing, 2 pack horses, and they're giving you enough food for the horses to get you where you're going.
What about I
think I'd like to hire somebody to watch the horses.
Yeah, a halfling.
Yeah,
a halfling.
A halfling to watch the horses?
It has to be a halfling. I mean, that's just obvious, isn't it? That's what they're made for.
You know, I wonder. I wonder how
quirky.
I wonder how Nathan would feel if we said you guys hired his character to watch the horses, and then that way, if or when he comes back, he's already there.
Instead of pack horses, we have a cart, and he's passed out drunk in the back of the cart.
I would actually recommend against a cart just because you're going to be going cross country and there is a road, but you have no idea like the condition of the road.
I remember this one time we had a cart.
that ended great. We made like probably 5 copper pieces off that load of.
Yeah, that's right.
So you want to hire a halfling just to tend the horses?
I was thinking, depending on how much it costs. I mean, according to the table on page 159, a skilled hireling is 2 gold pieces a day, and untrained hireling is 2 silver per day.
Yeah,
don't we have a ton of money, or do we not? How much money do I have?
I got cash, man. I can buy some stuff.
I mean, in case we have to get off the horses for some reason,
but
go somewhere.
We're not going for days. We're going for months.
Yeah, we might want somebody to just kind of help around camp.
Like halflings are kind of servile, in my experience, and they don't eat as much.
It's a big city. We can find a halfling, right?
Like, oh yeah.
It's like,
Cool. You want to roll a random personality for this guy, or do you want us to kind of narrate this?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of charts we can use to come up with something random, or we can just come up with whatever we want. It's up to you guys.
I mean, if he's got too much of an attitude, I don't want him.
He could be like Nathan's guy in Dwayne's thing.
Squire Cassidy. Yeah.
Just Squire. My lord this and my lord that, like licking your boots left and right.
Yeah.
I'm going to clean my boots. I'm not going to make him lick them. But...
His official title will be Lickspittle.
I feel like our paladin may not want us to abuse him too much.
This is our Lickspittle. Jonah. Little Jonah. No, we used Jonah already. That was the name of a ferret, wasn't it? A giant ferret? Yeah.
What about Timothy?
What about like a street rat?
Like a street rat?
Like an urchin. Yeah, like a halfling urchin, and then you wouldn't have to pay him. He'd just be happy to have food. Yeah. Be like, we'll feed you. Okay.
We can train him too. Like we'll train him with like cleaning horses. And...
Yeah. Well, he's going to learn a skill.
He could actually earn real money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. in a new city that he knows nothing about when we ditch him at the other end.
No, we can bring him back through the portal with us.
I think he could be like our party henchman forever.
Really, it's not one of my illegitimate children, is he? My many bastard sons.
No, he's a halfling, not a half-orc.
Oh, okay. There's half something there. Yeah.
Quarter orcling.
So little lick-spittle Timothy, the street urchin.
You want his name to be Timothy?
Does he have a crippled leg?
He can.
What good is that?
Tiny Tim
on crutches. Tiny Tim.
Yes. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Amazing.
So he's crippled?
You guys are the best.
Yeah, he's got one of those fucked up legs that's all
a club foot or something?
Yeah.
We're doing him a favor.
8 knees in there, It's kind of a zigzag leg.
All right, so club foot halfling urchin named Timothy.
Yeah. Lickspittle. Don't forget he's our lickspittle.
And maybe he was hanging around the fucking pint, like trying to get scraps, like when they throw scraps out at the end of the night, and that's how you guys met him. Yeah,
Master talked it into taking him.
Yeah,
nice.
Get him out of my beard.
So he means the top beard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, let's see what kind of goodness we have in the DMG for coming up with a NPC. I know there's tons of stuff in here.
Yeah. So when we first meet him, Mastic's standing there in his typical fully nude attire, and the little kid comes up from between his legs, parting Mastic's bottom beard.
Oh, no.
Is that my name?
He's very eager to please.
All right. Villains? No, he's not a villain. Or at least not as far as you know. Oh, how about appearance? Someone want to roll a D20? See if he has something distinctive appearance-wise. A 10? He's got tattoos. Nice.
All right.
What kind of tattoos you guys think he's got?
I mean, I was assuming a face tattoo. But
I love Mike Tyson's tattoo. The one that's like,
yeah.
So what's he got tattooed on his face?
Half a spider because he couldn't afford it.
I like to imagine the tattoo artist got halfway through and realized he couldn't afford any of it.
You just screwed up the other half.
It's like half of the outline. It's not like colored or filled in or anything. Let's see. We don't care about his abilities. His abilities suck. Talents. Should he have a talent? Maybe there's something relevant.
Not pissing me off.
Oh, let's say he's an expert cook. He can cook too. What do you say?
Yeah,
I like that talent.
We'll make apple pie.
Because halflings, they like to eat, so they'd probably be good at cooking too.
Yeah.
Let's roll for this. A mannerism.
It's kind of a weird thing for like a street urchin who probably doesn't eat very much to know. Like,
right. He probably discovers
much,
it right on the trip. Like at some point, he just makes something and you guys are like, oh my God, this is so good. And he just discovers he has this inborn gift for cooking.
So then we need to keep him down so that he doesn't get too big for his britches and want to start up like his own.
Yeah.
Or something.
So every other meal we tell him it sucks.
Someone roll a 20-sided for me.
My turn. No, I wanted to roll 1.
All right, Chrissy, you roll. We'll ignore the 7, unless it was something really cool. Let me see. Yeah.
It's a 7 anyway.
Destined.
This one might be annoying. It's whispers. That I don't know. You guys like that, or would that get annoying? That seems kind of annoying. Let's see.
Whispers a lot.
Let me pick one, since I'm going to have to play this guy.
Like, what if he mutters under his breath, like after he servile to us, but then he once our backs are turned, he's like,
I hope they like that spit food.
How about the C-3PO thing where he always thinks like the worst thing is going to happen? Like, we're doomed.
I couldn't stand that kid.
No?
Yeah,
no?
start slapping him after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any of these I really want to do.
You won't say it out loud.
All right, we'll skip that. Maybe something will come out. Let's see. Oh, someone roll a D12.
Steve, you're up.
All right. Roll 1d12. Okay.
Oh, he's quiet. That's probably good. Then if I forget to roleplay him, it fits the character.
I kind of wish my character was more abusive. I'm gonna have to rely on one of you guys to abuse this guy a bit.
Oh, this kid's gonna get it. There's a bunch of tattoos, spider tattoos.
We have kidnapped a club-footed urchin child halfling.
I don't know. Can you kidnap someone that doesn't have parents?
I don't think so.
Yeah, who reports it?
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but that doesn't sound right.
But it doesn't. He wants to come with us, right?
It's like, doesn't someone have to own something before you can steal it, kind of thing?
Wait, hold on. We didn't kidnap him. We took him as an unpaid intern.
Yes, exactly.
That's right. He's an intern. I like it.
We offered him
the starting level position.
That's right. And work your way up somehow.
Yeah,
little Timothy.
Times are tough, you know. The economy is not doing what it once was.
He's going to come out with marketable skills, and we're going to do a lot of networking on this trip.
Yep.
Timothy might have to be a girl. There's lots more images for girl halflings for some reason.
So it's a halfling child.
Because they're the right height?
2 feet tall or what? Like how on earth is he going to feed the horses?
Well, you're the one that wanted a halfling. I don't know.
Oh my god!
Did I say? I don't think I said halfling.
Somebody did.
Halfling. I 1,000% halfling.
Okay.
I just think halfling's amazing.
It's kind of cartoony, but it's the only like young halfling boy I could find.
He gets a token too. Cool. He's coming into combat with.
Well, because that way I remember that like if there's a fireball or something, like he gets hit by it too. So I'm hoping if there's a token. I'll remember.
He's not going to survive. He's going to die in the first fight.
Well, you guys have to protect him.
Yeah, we can't let
your
him die.
weapon. He comes running up, picks it up, and hands it to you.
Sorry.
Because if he does die, then he'll turn out to have a really powerful relative that's going to be very cross with you.
But I mean, like, you know, not all is not lost if he dies. Because as part of his contract, he needs to sign over that like we can use his body, right?
Halfling skeleton boy.
Yeah, halfling zombie. Like he can still serve us even in death. Like that's an amazing benefit for him. Like he gets to know in dying that he's not only going to Hades, but your body, it will be used to help us again. What a thing!
All right, I gotta make this into a token now because images are never square. Because that would be too easy.
I really would like to request that we don't have to try to keep him alive. I'd like to keep this going because you just will not last. I could just see it. He will. Anything will kill him immediately. We will not get a second shot. Well, he's a commoner, right? So he's got like 2 hit points and armor class 10 or something. He's just dead. I would like to request that he be like Squire Cassidy, where he gets no actions and cannot take damage. It just takes him out of the combat side of it, but he's just there for the roleplay. I would like to submit that to the table.
No, I think that's half the fun is you have to like watch out for this kid. Like how could I explain him being immune to everything unless he's not real? Maybe he's not real. Maybe you guys are all imagining him. All right, so there's the dude. There's probably just a generic halfling, right? I bet there is. I'll just use that. I don't think they really have like, or actually there might not be. I don't know. He doesn't need stats. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, his instructions should be very clearly to stay out of fighting. Like,
yeah, if anything happens, run.
Just keep your head down.
Stay with the horses.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be in combat. You know, the only way it would matter is if, you know, there's some kind of AoE or something just had everything.
I mean, his current living iteration is not going to be in combat.
Right.
If I make a zombie out of him,
well, then he'd be in combat, because why not?
No promises.
Because you can just raise it again.
Parts of a mission each time.
That reminds me, I got to pick up some like string and needles and stuff to like reassemble things.
He actually already kind of looks like a zombie.
Halfway there.
It's kind of free. Yeah, it's amazing how many like cute little halfling girls there are that you can find.
That
which seems creepy. Yeah, I kind of wonder why there's all this art for little halfling girls.
I don't wonder why.
I don't want to wonder why.
It's worrisome.
All right, so we have a halfling hireling. If he survives this trip, then you'll have to pay him, because at that point he will be good at taking care of horses.
But not as much as if he was good square one.
But yeah, this time around you don't have to pay him. He's just happy to get some food. So what do you guys think? How do you want to handle like cost of living stuff? Do you want to just do the cost of living thing like we did before? Or do you want to like buy individual things?
I vote to generalize it. Just, yeah. I don't want to do bookwork like that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So what we'll do, and I'm not going to worry about it right now. Probably at some point in the future, I'll just like tax you guys. I'll be like, here's for all the food you've eaten up to this point or something. But for now, we'll just say that you get enough food to get you there, to take with you.
How long is the journey?
I think it's 2.5 months one way.
Moly.
Or 3.5.
Can we also just generally try and deal with like any general supplies? Can we say that I've been just looking through the list of stuff, and I don't want to spend the next half an hour trying to pick out, should we have bought an iron pot? Should we have bought this? Can we maybe just try and deal with that in an expedited way, where you say charge us the sum of money for whatever supplies we need, and assume that we have anything that would be pretty standard?
Well, I think the guild is kind of funded. They're funding our expedition, aren't they?
Well, they were going to provide horses and food for the horses, and then they're paying you. So my thought was that, you'd be responsible for all your equipment, but, maybe an easy way to expedite it is just say that they provide you with the gear, or like you just kind of, what's the word? Use it, like you don't have to pay for it kind of thing. Like they have their own quartermaster or whatever that's like, here's the stuff you're going to need. Or you go up to them and say, I need 100 feet of rope and a grappling hook. And because, yeah, I agree. Like worrying about that stuff isn't that much fun.
No, it's pretty mundane.
Yeah. Yeah. And as long as it's not like, of course we had 50 healing potions.
Right. Right.
I would think that would be out, but like saying that we had a shovel in the back of the, on somebody's horse is probably not a crazy thing to think.
Yeah, exactly. And then nobody here is like a wildernessy person, right? No, none of us. Okay.
No. Well, I have knowledge, nature, and herbalism. I don't have survival, but I did kind of grow up in the.
Okay.
Yeti, does your character have survival?
I did not get survival, no.
Okay. Because I know you're a wood elf, so I didn't know if they got that automatically or.
I've got a +4 on the roll, just because of wisdom. Like that's pretty good, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys aren't really going to have to worry about like getting lost and stuff because there is a road, or at least what's left of one. So you can kind of follow that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think as far as the gear thing, like we'll just assume that if it's something basic that you would know to bring, that you have it. And then if there's just ever a time where I'm like, oh, it'd be really fun if they ran out of food right now, then that'll just happen. And that'll be kind of the trade-off.
We did buy the Boy Scout handbook.
That's right. Yeah. You did buy that.
I have that on my list. Yeah.
And then did we go through all the magic items we got? Did we kind of figure out who got what there? I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, I feel like we did too. I got the fire potion to fire breath, heal giant strength, and extra healing. Is there anything we should be looking for on the way out? Oh, we got all kinds of money. Shit.
And remember, you're each getting 50 platinum for the mission. Like you have that now, so add 50 platinum to your sheet if you haven't already.
Yeah, I think we didn't split the currency though. Is what we didn't split.
No. I don't see why we need to. I trust you guys.
The only thing I can think of is if we might want to buy that, like the bag of holding and that decanter of endless water were two things that might be decent purchases.
Genius. I've hardly.
I concur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You might want to get some healing potions too. You never know.
There's a bunch in the horde already.
I think everybody has at least one.
Yep.
And I think I have a second one and an elixir of healing.
Lay on hands.
And
I have 3 healing potions and 1 potion of greater healing.
Yeah, I have a potion of extra healing, 2 potions of regular healing.
I'm not saying we shouldn't grab a couple healing potions. I'm just saying we do kind of have a little bit of the healing potion.
Plus, I have a healer's kit.
Has anybody bought any magic items from the guild?
Not yet. I am going to buy 2 potions of healing, though, Lex.
Okay.
Because I only have a potion of greater healing, and I just feel like that's probably a smart thing to buy.
And I had bought 3 on the first session.
Okay, so there are 5 left.
Potion of climbing? Anybody? Does it sound like there's something to have?
Yeah, how much does that cost?
It's the same. It's $50.
I don't know what it does.
I think
I'm going to skip
go
it.
ahead and buy I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the holding guild.
Chrissy, you're cutting out. I can't hear you.
Damn it.
And those of you who don't have dark vision, there's also a drift globe there, which is a light source. But you guys can cast light. Never mind.
I got my sunglasses now, man. I got my goggles.
With those silly looking goggles.
There's another goggles of night there too.
Cool.
Timothy does nothing but snicker about your goggles. Timothy thinks they're just totally look lame, old man.
What?
Am I still cutting out?
I can hear you now, Chrissy.
Okay, I was gonna say I'd put Idunn would put forth the money and probably buy the bag of holding, so that way we had it.
Cool.
Why don't we just buy it out of our party loot?
Yeah, use the party treasure to get it.
Either which way, I'm just saying I don't know what we have in the party treasure because it's math that I don't feel like doing. Because a lot of it was in smaller coins and math.
I can take 500 out of that. I'm on the forum right now.
Fantastic. I also like the idea of getting the decanter of endless water, which would be another 500. Then we got that at least.
Yeah, because like you're gonna die of thirst way before you die of hunger. So if we have water, that could really keep us going.
Klatu is going to die of lack of sex.
Hey, we did bring Timothy.
All right, so
horses.
You don't have enough
remember,
for.
Is stronger than you.
You don't have enough for the decanter unless you want to sell some of the gems and art objects and stuff.
Yeah, I'd sell the art objects. Like we don't want to drag those out on the dusty trail.
Let's see.
Do we?
No,
I think the only gems and art objects that anyone might have wanted to keep out of it was Mask might have wanted the mask.
Oh, yeah.
I'd actually like the embroidered silk handkerchief.
Okay.
That sounds really fucking baller, so I'm going to take it.
All right.
That'll make you look like a proper gentleman.
And I'll throw $25 back in to offset that. So.
Okay. Are you taking the mask, Yeti?
Yes.
Okay.
Mask will put on the mask. Change out mask. Now he's got a second set.
All right, so that's 125 gold there.
So I know we're an ascot. So.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have enough for the decanter.
How much do we have?
Yeah, I'd throw some of my own money at that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would as well.
All right, let me get the calculator. Let's see here.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure everybody does, so or everybody would. So we just need to figure out what the difference is.
So just as long as Lex is working a little bit, who has a potion of greater healing and how many? Because we're supposed to have 5. 1?
Everybody has 1 except Idunn has 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I have extra healing? I should have greater healing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And heal giant strength and fire breath I got. Somebody's got an elixir of health. There's some crossbow. Okay. 2 plus 1 crossbow bolts. 1 plus 1 plus 2 crossbow bolts.
Okay, so you guys need 225 more gold for the decanter.
I have like $27.
I have 109 gold pieces.
Because of that platinum.
I've got a lot, not including the platinum, because Idunn didn't spend any of her initial starting money.
I've got, including the platinum, the equivalent of 450. So.
Oh, we got paid in the platinum up front? I thought that was at the end of it. Oh,
yeah.
We did. Okay, then I got cash. Yeah.
So what's 225 divided by 4 is 56.25 each. I mean, could we just say 57? Sure. Actually, no. Like, let's be frugal. We're not made of money here. Let's negotiate the guy down to 56 each. 1 gold off.
I will persuade him using my impressive persuasion skills. Roll a 19, baby. Take a gold off. It's my final offer.
Nope. They don't haggle.
What?
These guys.
If you don't buy it, someone else will.
Idunn just kind of makes a face at them. Puts up the
I'll
extra
pay that
gold.
extra one. I'll pay the 50 cents.
No. Idunn just kind of makes a face and gives the extra gold without even like letting anybody volunteer for it.
My persuasion check just turned into an intimidation check.
Hold on. 1 second.
Not very intimidating.
I hope that you live forever.
You guys did see their scrolls too, right?
Okay.
I guess we don't have any wizards, so wizards are really the ones that love the scrolls.
Yeah, I'm not a scrolly type of person.
I can't cast spells. So.
I could cast something out of those, but I don't really think like.
You don't give a fuck.
They're so expensive too, you know. Like
I know, right?
What did I miss?
I'm such an ass. Shit's so expensive. Fucking inflation, anyway.
You know, it's the economy. I mean, Tim, look. I mean.
Well, hey, I keep hearing people say there's no way to spend your money in 5th edition, so there you go. There's a money sink for you.
We bought some good stuff here. Decanter of endless water, bag of holding.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
So who's holding the bag of holding and decanter of endless water?
Doesn't matter to me.
Oh.
Cricket's true.
Well, I don't care.
Well, Idunn would also volunteer to hold anything. It's just I wanted to know if there's anything else I should know.
Can always put them on, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I trust the run with them though. Like we've only just met this guy. Mastig might vouch for him, but yeah. So maybe somebody should keep them on their person. All right, Mahmoud will take the decanter of endless water. That seems like a...
I'll hold the bag of holding. I'll be holding the bag of holding.
Well, Mask ain't letting that little boy anywhere near his own personal horse, so.
Oh, hey, completely out of character. I have a delicate question for Chrissy. I don't feel like I'm going to really give too much away asking you this, because you realize that the message you got from your father probably took at least 2.5 months to get here. Mm-hmm. It's going to take you at least, 5 months? Or wait, hang on. That's not right. That's not right.
3 months. You said the Elven Forest itself was 3 months away.
Yeah. It's actually 4 months because I can't do math. 2.5 plus 1.5 is 4, not 3.
Okay. Well.
So it took 4 months for the message to get here, presumably, and it's going to take you 4 months to get there. So that's 8 months. And he said she was very sick. So I guess I'm not really giving anything away if I say there's a possibility that she might no longer be around by the time you get there. Mm-hmm. So I just want to know, like, how you feel about that as a player. Because if you're like I would be really upset if you killed my mom off before we did anything with her. Like, I won't do it.
Oh. That's kind of it is what it is. That's a your choice thing. I'm not going to be mad either way.
Okay.
Idunn might be upset, but Chrissy will not.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Just sometimes,
my parents off in the beginning, so I'm good.
Could be a trigger. I don't know. Just like if I'm going to have a gang rape scene, I got to ask people first if it's okay.
God.
That I might have a problem with.
I think that I would have a problem with.
Yeah, I'm a pretty open-minded dude. I like to have fun on Thursday nights.
I don't think I'd want to deal with all the emails I would get.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I suppose it's one way to make your stream go viral, though.
Yeah, right? Do completely inappropriate things.
Yeah, many followers after that.
Yeah, right?
I don't know if I was telling you guys, but this guy I played a game with on Wednesday nights was telling me about how he mistakenly stumbled into an erotic Pathfinder game one time. I didn't realize. So it was the second session, and they played for 4 hours, and it was just kind of weird how people were kind of pairing off. And anyways, he realized that oh, that's what this is.
It's one of them.
Yeah. In hindsight, he said he should have known because there's this book of erotic tales or something like that. That was accepted source material, and he just thought, maybe the feats from it are cool or something. Anyways.
Yeah, I think the orgy is about as far as we'll go, but that was all consensual, so it's okay, right?
That's true. or was it? Or maybe she seduced us with her succubus way.
Yeah, right.
I still wonder if we got the demonic clap.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
I have that divine help.
Yeah, you cannot. You would be the biggest hoe in the lands.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Klatu would be the best guy to go to it for advice on that, though. It's Klatu, would you look at my junk? It's itchy.
Break it down. Yeah, will do. Little known skill you pick up while you're in a traveling circus. Herbal remedies for syphilis.
Put the ointment on it and call me in the morning.
I actually know a lot of herbal remedies too, because that's kind of what I do.
You are herbalism. That's kind of your thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I bet he had more practical, personal experience with that.
His advice is probably just walk it off. It gets better.
That all the time is nothing.
It's nothing. You either get better or you die.
All right, so we're not going to worry about equipment. You guys have horses. Yep. Yeti, if you want to have the money back that you spent on a horse, I'm okay with that because I just gave everybody horses, so you can just say that the guild gave you a horse if you'd like. Because they would have, so you kind of didn't need to buy one, I guess. So
yeah, I like my horse.
Yours is special.
Yeah.
Yeti's got a moon horse.
Theirs, plus I got mine.
Well, I guess Tim might need to ride one.
Oh, that's what we could do. We could give Yeti a moon horse, and then we don't need the halfling, and the moon horse can take care of the other horses.
What's a moon horse?
Never heard of it.
Oh, they're these magical horses that the elves have that are actually intelligent and can talk.
Mm.
And they can cast one cantrip or something. Something.
I'd have to change his name from, of course, to Mr. Ed.
All right, we won't do that. Never mind.
No, I'm okay with the idea. Sounds interesting.
I kind of like our hobo halfling.
Yeah, I'm kind of attached to Timothy at this point.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
All right, so we gather up our lickspittle.
Maybe at some point Timothy will be polymorphed into a horse. That would be funny.
Yeah. We say a tearful farewell to Mastic. Give him the big hug.
What are the horses that have the fur on above their hooves? He'd be that kind of horse.
Clydesdale?
Yeah.
The giant ones?
I don't know. Are those the same? I know what Clydesdales are. Are those the ones that have the really furry hooves?
Yeah,
they have that. The
Budweiser horses.
The ones that do the dancing. You ever seen the dancing? What is that called? Dressage or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Man, nice reference.
Oh, my God.
Representers.
Nerds! We're nerds, guys!
Yeah.
When I was a boy, I loved to watch horses dance. What? I know who I am. I'm comfortable with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
All right, so I forgot to mention last week somehow that it was one of the three things I knew about this character. The guild master that you guys met, she is a cleric of Idunn. So,
do you have any more description, Max?
I think it's okay.
I'm thinking she's blonde. Thinking like French braid going on when she's not wearing her helmet. I don't know. Beyond that, no.
Okay.
What's roughly what's her age? How is she? Older than us? Younger than us?
She's probably middle age, but she's a half elf, so she could be older than she looks.
Okay.
She could be quite a bit older than she looks, actually.
Her reputation.
As far as what?
Is she well liked? Is she doing shady stuff?
Is she well used?
No, she's well liked. She's actually admired in the guild because she's very cunning and she has a very political mind. And I haven't figured out all the details yet, but one of the listeners of the podcast made a really good point that there's got to be some kind of politics going on between the guild and the government of the city, because the guild has so much power because they control the portals. They basically control trade, all trade. So I'm seeing her as being she kind of has the city officials wrapped around her fingers, and everybody in the guild kind of admires her by the way that she's kind of, I don't know if I want to say manipulated them, but the way she's kind of work things out with the officials so that, things are it's a pretty sweet deal for the guild.
Are you sure she'd be a cleric and not a paladin? Because the way that you describe her sounds like she would have a high charisma and a decently well-off intelligence. And paladins are kind of like charisma-based clerics.
That's a good point. All right, let's say she's a paladin. I like that.
I liked when you wrote up the Adventurers Guild and said they controlled the portals.
Yeah.
In Elandria. They kind of control the portals, most of the portals, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that know how to build them. Yeah, nobody else really knows.
How to build. They have the secret of building them.
Yeah.
So the Adventurers Guild is no joke. They're probably potentially one of the most powerful groups
Yeah, they probably are.
They would control a lot of trade and
anything,
Yeah, I'm thinking they're probably the most powerful political entity like in the world, or at least the known world.
Well, shit. If I'd known that, I might have played a politician. You got to pay your dues by like spending time in the field, but like he doesn't want to do that much.
Yeah,
he wants to get up the ranks until he can just start making bank.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I like that. I think paladin probably fits better. Yeah, a paladin of the god of knowledge. That's interesting.
And what's her name?
Her name, which I'm not very happy with, is Keely. I came up with that like on the fly. I don't really think it fits her. Like the image I have of her, it's too like girly.
I mean, I could forget that name pretty quick.
I could too. I think I just did forget it. What was it?
Yeah, what's her name?
Just flip it. Just flip it. Call her Leaky.
Leaky?
Leaky sounds like she's where's that all time person? Yeah.
You guys will remember it, right? And I'm sorry.
Does anybody have a good name for her? I suck at names. It takes me forever to come up with names.
Lady Delacroix.
That works. I don't know how to spell it, but is that one of those French words? That sounds French.
It's spelled XVYMCCFQ.
The beauty of names is you could just make up how you spell it.
It's true. It's true.
So, and she's a big mover and shakers, and we got these orders directly from her.
Yeah.
They were going to the big city to take down Mordegast.
Well, you're going to find out what happened to the portal.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be totally in character for you to think that he's got to be behind it.
I will squeeze.
And remember, you had the dream about him. You all did.
Yeah. You all had that dream.
Yeah.
Sure did. Well, all of us except for Mask. Yeah.
And hopefully he still has the Diamond of Despair that he stole from me. And tortured all my friends to death in front of me. He's a son of a bitch, that Mordecai.
He's a fucking dick.
He's a major dick. We're going to kill the fuck out of him.
I'm glad that you can see that he needs forgiveness. That is so good.
A lot of personal growth there. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So does anyone have any business they need to attend to before you leave the city?
I bought some crossbow bolts and that's okay. I'm good to go.
One last trip through the brothel district.
Yeah, now that you got a paladin and a cleric as friends to cure diseases, you can really have fun.
Horses better be watching out.
I don't think you can get diseases from horses.
I'm aiming that this character ultimately will have a disease named after him.
Klatu's trap.
Yeah.
All right.
He was crying on.
So you guys take off. I'm imagining you have 2, maybe 3 pack horses. I honestly don't know like how much food. I probably 3, even 20 pack horses probably isn't enough to carry all the food these horses are going to need for 2.5 months. But
we're going to be
foraging,
right? Yeah.
Are we going to be stopping in any other towns or cities along the way?
There aren't any.
There aren't any for 2.5 months from here.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. Wow. Most of the cities and towns have been destroyed at this point. So
why? What destroyed them?
Monsters, demons, devils, dragons.
Yeah, like this is going to be a rough fucking ride for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, most likely, one of us will die.
It'll probably be Timothy.
If you die, it will not be so bad. Have I told you about the glory of Hades? Settle in.
While your soul rests in peace, your body will continue to serve us.
Oh, it'd be so good. You know, I think you will be even stronger.
It's great. I love it.
But we probably could forage along the way, right? Like we could.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So we only need we need a lot of food, but it's not like we need to plan that every single meal will be from the saddlebags.
All right. Let's say you have 3 pack horses, just to be a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. 3 pack horses. You're going to be busy, Timothy.
Yeah. Right. That's a lot of brushing every night.
That's right.
Or currying, or whatever they call it.
Crippled leg, right? So we can do all those jokes like, "Come on, hop to it."
Yeah.
Come on, Timothy, are you putting your foot down?
Yeah, maybe a halfling wasn't a good choice. That's a good point. Like, how's he going to reach the horses?
It's not a problem. He can bring a stool. God damn it!
That's right. Strap a stool on his back. Get some kind of a.
This poor clubfoot halfling trying to climb up on this high stool.
That's
All right. Well, at least you'll have entertainment in camp every night, watching him trying to take care of the horses.
Well, Mask also plays the bagpipes, and I play a mean washboard. So if we do come across people, we might be able to. I do have that. That's one of those background features by popular demand. So I can, I don't know, earn some money or something by playing the washboard and doing feats of strength. I'm looking forward to role playing the shit out of this next.
Awesome. All right, so you guys take off the next morning from the city. Quite the procession with all your horses and Timothy.
I have my ascot tied around my neck, tucked inside my breastplate. So my adoring fans.
Is Timothy like strapped onto one of the pack horses, or does he have like his own little pony or something that he rides?
I like the idea that he's strapped onto it. His like little arms and legs are kind of dangling.
Cool.
Timothy can sort of his own damn self out.
He's riding whatever the guild would have given me.
Okay. It's like, I am going on a grand adventure out into the wilds. All right. That'll probably be the last time I roleplay Timothy, because I'll forget about him. All right. So you guys travel through all the gates outside the city, and I've been okay. So the road is someone gave me an idea because they said something about the yellow brick road. So I thought it would be cool if the road was somewhat unusual. So it's made of these like paving stones that are kind of there's a stone, I can't remember what it's called, but kind of like a pinkish color, like rose quartz kind of color of stones. And as you guys are going down the road, you notice that the stones along the edge of the road have like some kind of runes like carved into them. And this road is like, I mean, it's so old nobody even knows who built it. It's just been here forever. Probably the elves that built the original city probably did it. But for probably the first day's worth of travel, the road's in fairly good shape. I mean, there are stones missing here and there, but for the most part, it's in pretty good shape. And you probably spend the majority of the day traveling through the farmland that surrounds the city, and then you go through that final gate, and you're truly in the wilds. And you're kind of on the coast, but the road starts going inland, and it's kind of going southeast-ish. And you're in kind of like a grass, like rolling grassland kind of terrain.
Is it beautiful?
Oh, red granite. I spliced in chat says red granite is what I'm looking for. So yeah, that's what it is.
Is it like beautiful out, like little butterflies flying?
Yeah, it's a nice day. Yeah.
Timothy is has horrible sleep apnea and is snoring up a storm as he dangles off his horse.
Wake the fuck up, Timothy. Do we know anything about this road in terms of what, like, if other people have traveled it before, what sorts of things people tend to encounter or have encountered? Like, is it known? I don't know. Like, I remember in Tyranny of Dragons, we ran into some gnolls. Do we know that, like, gnolls are popular in the area, that type of thing?
You've heard rumors of goblins in this area. In fact, you know for sure that teams have gone out from the Adventurers Guild and have fought more than one goblin tribe that's in this area. And actually, just recently, you heard people talking about seeing gnolls in the area and seeing like quite a few of them.
Okay.